everyone. This is Ryan Hoyme, aka Massage Nerd, and today we have two special guests, Dr. Matt Lewis and Dr. Rennie. Okay, yeah, good. So, what is this company, Massage Docs, then?
Massage Docs is a step-by-step, complete business system set up for the massage therapists themselves. Basically, a recipe for success.
What are you doing? Trying to make things easy for people, or what?
Actually, this all started because I saw how hard it was for massage therapists.
Yep.
I was lecturing to a massage school for 7 years in a row, and I would see the students every year, the graduating class, and they're all excited, they're ready to get out there and get in the field, and then I would see them 6 months later, and they're working at Costco, they're waiting tables, they're doing something like that.
Now, we want to see them in there longer. You know?
Right, exactly.
Yep.
And they want to be in longer, and I knew they had good hands, and I'd say, why? Why is it that you're here and not doing massage? And almost every time I'd get the same answer, which was, I just needed a steady paycheck. And so what I realized is that they couldn't handle the swings of business going up and down.
Yeah.
When they had a good week and they had a lot of massages, it was wonderful, but in those down weeks, they couldn't pay the light bill, they couldn't pay the car, and there's no way they could survive like that, so they ended up back working for retail or, they're basically at their old jobs.
Yep.
And long story short, my goal was to refer them to the best coaches in the massage profession, because that's what we've always had, is great coaches to teach us business. Well, when I went to research it, there wasn't anybody. There was a couple books, there was a couple pamphlets, there was a couple of need ads, and there was really nowhere for them to go. So we spent the last 5 years creating a complete, like you said, A to Z system, so that massage therapists can really learn the inside of how to run their practice, patient management and practice management, and really relate to their patients, educate them so that they pay, return, and refer.
Yep. And it seems like the two major reasons why they get out of the field is injury, and then also because they're not making enough money. So. And
you know what I'm hearing from a lot of the people that have been around for a long time is it's not the injury anymore. That used to be the problem. Now it's not. Now the problem is they're just not making enough money, which is really why we're here, because it's not hard to make a lot of money, but you have to have the right skills to do it.
Yep. Well, what kind of things do you offer in Massage Docs right now, then?
Well, we have a complete system, and there's a number of things that we're rolling out that are going to be everywhere from apps and web-based programs to for people that are really motivated, the complete package where they've got the whole thing and they can dive in. So there's a number of ways to do it.
It really appeals to the student coming out of school, getting the basic step-by-step recipe skills that they need to know something about business, knowing how to work on the business, not just in the business, because really everything is technique oriented, it seems, in this profession, and the only business acumen that they have whatsoever is either from the technique teachers and gurus that are out there, or software packages that are out there. So not only does it appeal to the students and is the solution really to a big old problem, it also appeals to the salon owner, the people who are business owners, have multiple people underneath them, or maybe multidisciplinary, to all the way up to a much bigger game, depending upon really what it is. Most massage therapists that we know and love, and in my own practices, I have massage therapists working. We also want to make sure that they understand how much of an asset can you be to the doctors. How do you create these type of relationships with other paraprofessionals like chiropractors, where you become not just an employee looking for a job at a massage school, but a huge asset to that business. Come Monday, a lot of people don't know this, maybe some people do, some of the listeners, that Monday it's over in the state of Florida, personal injury protection.
Yeah, I heard that.
And so the massage therapists now have losing. Well, just think about how many massage therapists are going to be out there scrambling to look for a job. How many people like myself that have multiple chiropractic offices that employ, and I have a relationship with my massage therapist. I'm not personally love these people. I'm very, very close with them. I care about them, their family, their well-being. And yet, they become instantaneously a liability to the business. And it's a really, really hard position to be in. So Massage Docs also offers that solution. You know, it's the only place, because what we do is we can literally give the massage therapist this business system. It's just step-by-step procedure of proven skills and proven ways that they can go ahead and now lift themselves up and build the business and become an asset instead of a liability for those doctors.
And do you listen to your customers too and stuff like that about adding different kind of things with your programs then too?
Explain that a little.
I mean, if let's say online scheduling or different kind of things they want incorporated into the Massage Docs, will you look into those things? And
So what we have really is the basics of business skills. And there's a lot of little things, places they can take it.
Okay.
But what we're really talking about is the basics. One analogy as I use is it's like if you teach somebody the best golf grip to hold a golf club, it doesn't matter whether you got a 10-year-old kid using it or Tiger Woods. A good grip is a good grip. And everybody who golfs needs to use that grip. And with good business skills, it really doesn't matter. You need to have these basic skills mastered about patient education, you know, how to do exams and get referrals and all of the things that are really necessary. That's the core. And then anything else that becomes the fun stuff. The gravy, because now you're making money, you're profitable, you can stay in business, and you can get that software and you can get those kind of things. That's all the gravy.
Yeah, definitely. And what can we see from you guys in the future then?
Well, we're going to be present, I think, in as many of the conventions as we possibly can be at, permitting our schedule. This is rollout for us. We're really, really excited. We have been biting at the bit for a really long time. I mean, the amount of hide that we've left. We discussed this over, many meals. The time, the money, the sweat equity that we've literally put behind this package. We have nothing else to do really to make it better at this point. We need to be able to just introduce it to the people that's going to make the biggest difference. And I don't know that there's a better time than that right now. Talking to some of the organizations that are here, they're so excited. They said, there's no product like this. There's nowhere that they can go to get this type of business skill and or the expertise behind it that we have, that literally have been proven skills that we've been teaching chiropractors for so long. Why can't the massage therapist do the same exact thing? And the more we lift up this profession and we get these LMTs to understand, you're a licensed massage therapist. You are top. There is no one else that can replace what it is that you do. If you have proven procedures and examination and there's a process and protocol and you know what to say moving into the first day, the second day, the third day, these patients are going to want to come back on some sort of a regular basis, and not what we're hearing is when I ask, how do you go ahead and put patients on schedule? And they said, well, we try to teach everybody to ask, when do you want to come in next? And that's about the depth of it. And as long as that's the case, there is going to be a big financial problem in this profession. So
what do you think is the hardest, getting a new client or keeping a current one?
That's a really good question. That's a really good question. And the thing is that if you get new clients and you don't know how to keep the existing ones, it doesn't help. And that's what a lot of people don't understand, is they think that their problem is a lack of new patients. It's not a lack of new patients, because if I was to give them 20 new patients tomorrow, in a month, they'd still be with empty appointment books, because you got to hold on to them. Otherwise, it's just this constant battle. So it really starts with taking that very first one and making them not just somebody who comes back for a feel-good thing or comes back when they can afford it, but really making them a patient for life.
And I think chiropractors have mastered that and stuff like that too.
The top chiropractors have really done a fantastic job, and that's what we've been studying for years, and why we're coaching chiropractors to really get to that point. And that's what we want to do with massage therapists, because if you guys, massage therapists, I don't think really understand the power that they have, because they can do so many things that medical doctors and chiropractors can't touch. You're in a room for an hour with a patient, working really in depth on muscle systems. We don't have time to really get in and find every single muscle, every kind of, and the medical doctors certainly don't. So you guys are it. The massage profession is really, really high place, very much in demand. The problem is the population at large and the massage therapist isn't aware of it.
Yep, exactly.
And it's just an education process for both. When that happens, there's going to be lines around the block.
Yep.
And that's what we're trying to create.
Okay, one word from each of you, what you think of your program.
Is this the sell part? Or,
No.
you know, I'm going to honestly say this because I really believe this in my core.
Right.
The product that we have, you know, and it's not like we're not in this to sell product,
Yeah.
really, although we have a gadget,
Yeah.
you know. The information that we have is literally going to transform this whole industry. That's my vision. That's our vision in part.
And a great name too. So
We
yeah.
know that somebody has to step up. Somebody had to go ahead and do this for this profession. And the fact that we found out that there's no real business consultants in this profession at this time is
Yeah.
just ludicrous to us.
There's a lot of life coaches and stuff like that, but
but the business skills or working on the business and the actual steps and the recipe and to do everything that you need to know, it's just not out there unless it's just in a book.
Yeah.
You know, and so we want to do that. That's what we want to do, and we believe that the world needs this really, really bad. We don't want to see this profession struggle anymore. And so I think that every time that a change happens, like Monday, when people start getting worried, I want to be able to say this: don't worry.
Yeah.
It's a cycle. There's cycles. You got to know how to change. You got to know who to create alignment with, and you got to know where to go to get the tools that you need to be successful.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
any words from you?
I think I took them all.
Yeah, exactly.
There's not many left. My point would be is that this isn't something that we just created of a bunch of neat stuff that we read. We've lived this, we've breathed this, we've taught it to other people, we've seen it work in our offices, in hundreds of other offices. So the guesswork has been taken out of this. It's being done, and it really works, and it will, like he said, transform lives.
Yep. And then how do people get a hold of you then?
MassageDocs.com.
Okay.
It's as simple as that, you know.
DOCS, okay?
Yeah.
So,
MassageDocs, DOCS.com. And when you go on there, you know, to hunt around, look at the site. There's blogs, there's tips, business tips. We really want to try to give ourselves away as much as possible.
There's a 20-minute video on there. It's full 20 minutes. It's free too. So, and all kinds of other things. There's a lot of resources on there.
Yep.
And more to come.
Okay.
More that are in development. So.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for your
thanks,
time.
Cox.